It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoff. The intensity just kicked up a notch for Game 2. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Golden State Warriors at their home, Oracle Arena. Well, for Golden State, they were very effective in asserting their will in Game 1, which turned into a blowout. And they seem to have a mental edge going into Game 2. They won the series opener. Chance here to hold serve, go up 2-zip. Shaq, what's the key for them to take care of business?
Well, you can't get complacent, and the effort has to be even greater this time around. Stop messing around and get to the effort.
Momentum from one game to another is overrated.
In a series?
Yeah, it's overrated because guys change up after the game. They kind of let it go. The best players in the world, I know, they're not elephants. They have short memories. They are not elephants. They forget.
Both teams ready to tip off. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Golden State Warriors come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Rockets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready?
And it's the Warriors to start out. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Green in at the small forward. Curry outside. He can't get that one. And it's Houston the other way. Green taking his time here. He kicks to Harden. Offline with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, that's where you see the IQ of Klay Thompson, a step ahead of everyone else. A beautiful delivery.
Here's Harden. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Green against Paul, and Green gets it to go.
Tenacity. It's the first word that comes to mind with Draymond Green. Is he the tallest power forward in the league? No. But can he score it? Yes.
Here's Tucker, and the layup's good off the glass. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr, and Coach did not mince words. He told his team that even though they took Game 1, they have to come out and play with even more intensity to keep their home court advantage. He said, so far we've just held serve. It's only going to get tougher from here on out. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Paul against Curry. Puts it up from 12. Paul's shot is off.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Down low. Rebounded by Tucker.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus, not good.
To the paint. Here's Harden. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Harden's got his second basket.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
No good from Durant. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The pass to Harden. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Trailing by 2. Their offense came out big in Saturday's game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Stephen Curry taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, Stephen Curry makes the game look easy, but what you know is he has put in the time to be great, and that's what you have to respect.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Harden the pass to Capella. On the wing, Green. Clock at 6. Over Durant. And Durant sends it back.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
And Capella sends it back. But they get it back. Green finds Cousins. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Cousins has got his first bucket in this one. Rockets trail. Harden the pass to Paul. And here's Tucker. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
From the opening tip, he's been active and working for good looks. He's been pretty accurate.
Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. Harden with it. Paul outside. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Cousins. Passes it to Curry. Outside for Durant. And another shot. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Durant's got 6. Rockets trail by 6. Harden outside. Pass to Capella. Over Green. Off the left rim and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Durant trying to get open as Thompson. And again, it's Kevin Durant. He's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Capella kicks to Green. Paul with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Capella finds Paul. From deep, Harden. Another miss by Houston. Warriors leading by 8. Curry from deep three-point land. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Here's Paul. And again, unable to change momentum here. Curry kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
Durant against Green. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Harden. This one for 3. Houston working now with the new shot clock. Ball against Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Curry who brings it up for Golden State. 10-point lead. Poked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Paul. It doesn't go for him. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Durant feeling it out a bit. Pass to Curry. Back to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Curry outside. Good on the triple. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Curry kicks to Cousins. There's the pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Paul grabs the board.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
In the corner, Harden to the middle. Now Thompson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Durant, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Timeout. Just scoring the ball at will.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
And I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Cousins. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. Warriors on D. It's a 13-point game. Rivers against Curry. Here's the teardrop. And it's finished off by Rivers as he lays it in. Rivers has got his first basket of the night. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Passes it to Durant. Over Gordon. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Rivers. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Gordon missing. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Shoots from 12. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Here's Rivers. Outside Gordon. And the 3 off target.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
Iguodala up top, guarded by Shumpert. Durant kicks to Jerebko, over for Reed, and the Warriors miss again. Rockets trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the right side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Offensive rebound. Rivers gets a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Rivers has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy hoop. Nice.
Outside Curry. Iguodala, that's a two-pointer. Rockets with the rebound.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him.
Rivers can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 14. Durant in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Rivers against Curry. Here's Gordon. The teardrop falls in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 43 seconds left in the first. Rockets trail by 14. Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Takes the three. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
They double-team Curry. Stolen by Nene. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Rivers against Curry. Down low, here's Iguodala. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Iguodala's got his first points of the night. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot?
Tough shot.
Incredible.
3 points at the buzzer.
An absolute miracle that one went in. A circus shot to end the quarter.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. Steph Curry talks about what makes Coach Steve Kerr so unique as they balance winning with the big picture.
He genuinely cares about what's going on in our lives and our families, and basketball-wise, I think he's really opened my eyes to the perspective of just how you run a team, but that life is obviously a lot bigger than basketball. There's a nice little, marriage of those two that you can enjoy along the way in the process of what we do.
That's a good way of putting it, isn't it? At the end of the day, life is bigger than basketball.
And Steve Kerr shows that. He cares about his players, his staff. Beyond that, he cares about the country and the world around him.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Not at all. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to burn the defense in transition.
Curry at point with McCaw at the 2. They're the backcourt. Looney out there with Bell. And it's Jerebko in at the 3. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And Looney sends it back. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 9. Kicks it to Jerebko. Outside Curry. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Shumpert. Makes it off the glass. Shumpert's got his first points in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Inside. Looney kicks to Jerebko. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Shot clock at 6. Curry passes it to Bell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Yep, it counts. Curry's got 13.
I'm not sure there's a more dangerous catch-and-shoot player in the NBA than Steph Curry. If you give him space, look out.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Over Jerebko. And it's Gordon missing. Warriors leading by 9. To the inside. No good from Bell.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Elbow shot. And the basket by Gordon. He's got 9.
Defensively, they've got to do a better job getting out there on him on those mid-range jumpers. That's his specialty.
And Bell kicks to Iguodala. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Some solid defense there by Nene. Pass to Rivers. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. And then for Houston, Clint Capella comes in for Nene. And James Harden subbed in for Shumpert. Warriors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Curry finds Thompson. Got a piece of it. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Rivers. And it's off from three-point range. Thompson against Harden. The pass to Looney. Now here's Iguodala. Outside Curry. There's the triple. Rebounded by Capella.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
There's Gordon with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got 12.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Here's Curry. Kept alive. Passes it to Looney, and he jams it with authority.
Well, wow. Kev, how about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
Here's Harden. Fires from deep. That one doesn't go. And Golden State will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Curry passes to Thompson. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. I'm not sure how he missed that one.
To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Looney passes to Bell. Here's Looney, defended by Gordon. And here's Bell from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bell's got his first 3 points of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Thompson against Harden. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Kevon Looney. And it's Draymond Green in for Jordan Bell. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Paul comes in for Austin Rivers. Harden against Thompson. Harden, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Thompson. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
If he's not automatic with his jumper, it's pretty darn close. Klay Thompson, my goodness.
Harden surveying the D. The Rockets with another miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Rockets trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Gordon kicks to Paul. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Durant's checked in for Curry. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. And here is Capella. He kicks it to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Green.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Here's Cousins. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good, Green. Both free throws good from Green. Warriors leading by 5. Iguodala outside. Golden State moving the ball around. Green dishes to Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 19 points for Kevin Durant.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
And the shot goes in. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Draymond Green loves playing through contact. That is a nice finish.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Iguodala against Paul. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Andre Iguodala.
And no doubt Paul is still a top-tier point guard, a determined defender, and, of course, a remarkable distributor.
And that one falls for Paul. And Paul drills both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Iguodala outside. Durant against Green. And Durant gets double teamed. Thompson from long range. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
You see, you've got to stay tight and contest Klay Thompson as much as humanly possible. You give him an inch and forget about it.
Here's Paul, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Inside. Iguodala against Green. They get it again. Here's Cousins. That one wide left.
Well, he carves out the space he needs, just the finish was not good.
Outside, Green. Here's Tucker. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
From deep Harden, the Warriors pull it in. Iguodala's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Over to the left wing. Paul for 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Thompson. Iguodala's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Rockets trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Tucker kicks to Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. The Warriors making a switch here. Jerebko's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Nene's checked in. And both free throws good for James Harden. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Iguodala against Paul. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Iguodala. Clock at 6. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And nice to see the strong inside game they're playing this quarter.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James Harden.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Iguodala.
Well, I think the veteran and championship experience of Andre Iguodala is critical. This guy is a versatile forward who is well known for being a defensive stopper.
Ball finds Nene. Here's Shumpert. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go with a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Paul's got 7 points.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Pass to Durant. Thompson outside. And the pass to Cousins. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Down low, here's Paul. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. They get Andre Iguodala. Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw drop for Paul.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And so Paul nails both of them. Curry against Paul. That's tipped. Shoots over Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Chris Paul. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Kenneth Faried. Kenneth, you guys have been out-rebounded by a lot. Why do you think that's happened?
I don't know. We're missing a lot of threes, so they're getting a lot of those rebounds, and they're really gang rebounding in this group. So they're really getting after it, and they're making sure that we don't get no second chance shots.
Well, we'll see if that gets fixed in the second half, Kenneth. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, there's a definite postseason buzz in the air. Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Well, for the Warriors, they followed up their win in Game 1 with a solid performance here in the first half tonight. If they can hold on and win this game, they could go into Game 3 with very little pressure on themselves. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
As we return to Oracle Arena, we get a glimpse of the commuters on BART, the public transportation system here in the Bay Area. Bay Area Rapid Transit. We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's Paul with the ball for the Rockets. Trailing here by 8. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Gerald Green, and it's Capella in at center. Outside for Curry. The three nailed from three-point land. Curry's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Warriors. Rockets trail by 11. Harden up top, guarded by Green. Harden gets the bucket.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Curry on the wing. Harden against Thompson. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. P.J. Tucker. First and for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Passes it to Cousins. A three-pointer, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And here's Green outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. No good from Durant. Rockets trail by 9. Harden the pass to Green. Harden against Thompson. A 3-ball. Harden, no good.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
Cousins, no one around him. Offline with his 3.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
The 3 from Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
Tough start to the second half. Just 1 for 5. Wow.
It's Curry with the drive, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. From the arc. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 6 on the bucket from Harden.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. They double-team Curry. To the paint. Here's Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Harden. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And the dunk by Capella.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. They get the rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Harden against Thompson. Now here's Harden. Defense is right there. Misses from close range. Fires for 3. That shot off. The Rockets go the other way with it. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Green finds Harden. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Stolen by Tucker. Right side, Green. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got 10 points.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game for many years. He's made everyone around him better.
Back to Curry. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Cousins, and it's Bell in for Draymond Green. Houston also making some changes. Fareed's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Harden hits them both. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Looney. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. They double-team Curry. And the turnover again by Golden State.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Capella, the pass to Fareed. Rivers doesn't go that time. Curry with the defensive effort. Golden State's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And he uses the glass on the layup. 23 points for Kevin Durant.
You can really tell when Kevin Durant is in the flow because the scoring looks like it's second nature. He's going to go down as one of the all-time best.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Harden. Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Harden against Thompson. Curry on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. On the wing, Eric Gordon, defended by Durant. For the tie, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And you love the heart, the fire they've shown here. Let's see if they can keep up this level of tenacity.
Nene, he's checked in for Capella.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Rivers against Curry. Rivers kicks to Harden. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Harden's got 24 points. The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Curry dishes to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Listen, you've got to be aware of Klay Thompson at the rim. I know he can shoot from range, but this guy's got size and finishing ability.
Back to Rivers. On the clock. Launches a three. That shot off the mark. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nene.
Well, what a tremendous ability to put the defense into a difficult situation and force his way to the line. The skill level of Steph Curry is off the charts.
The first one falls, and the Warriors with some changes. Jerebko's checked in for Durant, and it's Iguodala in for Thompson. And a change for the Rockets. Shumpert is checked in for James Harden. And he makes both free throws. Rockets trail by 3. Shumpert finds Rivers. Houston moving it around. Down low. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Oh, Shumpert just so crafty. Always looking to dunk it home any chance he gets.
Rivers against Curry. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Well, it is all about the 3-ball nowadays in the NBA. And when he's hitting from there, it's going to make things very tough on the defense.
Here's Gordon. 12 points for him. To the inside. Fareed down low. Defended by Jerebko. Fareed, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Rockets trail by 4. And the shot is good.
Well, great vision by Nene, right? I mean, if you're the help defensive guy, you can't leave your man. He's that good a passer.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Now the pass to Bell. Back to Curry. They double-team Curry. Passes it to Bell. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Let's keep it going for your Warriors, girls.
Warriors on D. The lead is 2. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 8 rebounds in this game. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Back to Iguodala to the inside. Here's Bell. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
How impressive is the vertical of Jordan Bell? My goodness.
Now here's Rivers. 5 points in the game. It's stolen by Bell. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night. Rockets trail by 6. Rivers kicks to Fareed. Rivers against Curry. Rivers can't get it to go.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
To the middle. Iguodala, the pass to Bell. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Timeout called the Warriors.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Looney kicks to Jerebko. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Iguodala. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Andre Iguodala showed great focus in the paint, even with all those bodies around him. Keeps his concentration.
Rivers with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Outside, Green. It's rebounded by Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin. Gordon against Iguodala. With the teardrop. Pass to Jerebko. Outside Curry. No good that time. Rockets trail by 8. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon with no one around. That one's good from the corner. Gordon's got 14. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Warriors shooting straight 49% from the field. Curry deciding where to go with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Iguodala. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Fareed kicks it to Tucker. Back to Fareed. Buries it down low. Fareed's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Pass to Looney. Iguodala against Gordon. Iguodala the pass to Bell. To the middle. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Iguodala against Gordon. Knocked away. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
A free throw drops for Rivers. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Rivers hits both of them. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Warriors lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Warriors leading by 6. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Curry at point with McCaw at the 2. They're the backcourt. And it's Jerebko in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. No good from Cousins.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
What's up?
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. 17 points was their biggest margin. Looking to end his cold spell. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Paul looking over the floor. Rivers with it. Back to Paul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there. And instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Durant's checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And a switch here also for Houston. James Harden. He's checked in for Austin Rivers. Cousins dishes to Thompson. Inside. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
It's stolen by Green.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
This guy just isn't missing today. I mean, what a day he's had from the field.
And his shooting is the only reason this game is as close as it is. He's been Mr. Reliable offensively. You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
And that one's good. Durant.
And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. On the wing, Harden, defended by Durant. Paul outside. And the pass to Harden. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 27 points for James Harden.
I guess he just needed a little break because since halftime, he's been raining triples.
Thompson against Harden with the shot. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Capella kicks to Harden from downtown. And another 3 for Houston.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Ball against Curry. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Curry's got 28.
Well, it's incredible to see the touch on the teardrop that Steph Curry brings to the table. And it takes a kind of precision and knowledge to make that shot.
Harden's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Curry finds Durant. Drops in the tray. And now it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
In the corner, Harden. No good from outside.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle. Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
Rockets trail by 8. Paul passes to Harden. Feeds it to Capella. The shot comes out. Nice D from Cousins. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one. Paul kicks to Harden. Capella, the pass to Tucker. The dish now to Paul. Kicks it out to Harden. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 9 points in the quarter.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Curry against Paul. Back to Thompson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Boy, how about the elevation and the focus? Klay Thompson outstanding at timing shots.
Rockets trail by 9. Paul dishes to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Thompson outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And the dunk by Capella.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Curry kicks to Durant. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 8. They kick it out to Green. Paul outside. Puts it up from 12. Green with the rebound. Warriors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Passes it to Curry. Thompson surveying the floor. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Timeout called the Warriors.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thanks so much, David. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from James Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here's Cousins. They kick it out to Green. Drops in the tray. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Boy, big time when Green is hitting from deep and definitely has the confidence to take it.
Harden draws the double. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. A pull-up. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Boy, you love to see the lift Draymond Green gets on these dunks. Once he's established, forget about it.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Warriors leading by 13. Curry kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Curry, despite his frame, is able to do a ton of damage inside the paint. He can draw fouls with great regularity.
That's good from Stephen Curry. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Al Paul kicks it to Harden. Harden draws the double. And so Houston again turning it over.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Thompson against Harden. Here's Thompson. Cousins inside. Capella's there. Out to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Tucker. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Durant, and the basket is good. And that's now 37 points for James Harden.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Curry kicks to Cousins. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Timeout called the Rockets. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, I think during this timeout, they've got to talk about ways to deny the basketball to him. That's the key, because when he gets it, chances are he's going to score.
Capella finds Harden. Harden draws the double. And it's Green missing. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 17-point lead, their biggest. Cousins with the bounce pass. Outside Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Over Harden. Bank shot. No good. Rockets trail by 17. Paul outside. Outside Green. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got rebound number 13 with that last one. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Curry's got 32 points.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in game 2 for the Warriors.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Steph Curry.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double evidence of the kind of effort and skill he has.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Kevon Looney is checked in for Cousins. Jerebko comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. Rivers against Curry. Rivers kicks to Nene. And it's good for 2.
And, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
They double-team Curry. Baseline try. Again, Golden State.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Back to Gordon. Plays it up and banks it in.
I love that dish down low.
And so it's Golden State with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Rivers. The shot comes out. Curry with the defensive effort. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. The point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, putting pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.